Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. I can't hear you.
I'm not talking, Elisa.
Okay, sorry.
And as fact, I had it on mute, that's why. Hola, señora. ¿Cómo estás? Okay.
Someone's making a fresh Google for me.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. We'll talk offline afterwards about the Primero. If any news. So anything winners, basically Tesla. A mild U shape or a boat shape. We basically tanked all day. We were going up. Oh, what am I doing? That's the aftermarket. Okay. So, Tesla was very strong today. It had been weak in a previous day, as you'll see in the daily. This was one of the few things you could have got into and just went long all day. And the aftermarket did its U shape, but it was strong today. Definitely been relatively weak, I would say. The last few days it's been coming up. To me, this is basically a repeat of Friday. Friday things went down. And today it went. But it's same candle, same everything, basically almost the same wick, except for the bottom wick down here. So I don't know. You could have did whatever you wanted to do. The past 2 days seems like you could have got out here, got out here, top or bottom, and the same thing today. Today was a good day to go long. You had a few opportunities of going short a little bit, but basically it was a long day.
You can say that again.
Let's see. Roku, we don't look at. Softy. Basically, it was another basic long day. You had a few opportunities to get out if you were shorting. Otherwise, you would have been better off going long, especially if you start at the beginning of the day. Here, we kind of barcoded. So everyone took their money and ran, basically. This looks like we are starting to slide down with Softy. But that's just me. Let's see. 23andMe, there's been a lot of news lately. They came out with some genomes or something like that that basically could detect certain breast cancers and other diseases. And I think the FDA approved it. approve these new gene sequences or whatever they are. So lately it had been going up, even though it's probably lost like 90% of its value since it came out. As you can see. So we had a few days where it was going off, and then Friday it went really up. And now it's back to tankity tankville. So basically, I look at this as a Peloton. So hard to buy. I guess it was a good idea if you had shorted it here. It would have been a smart idea. Yeah. So this is what continued to happen. You could have got in. It made like 10 cents or something like that. 9 cents today. Obviously, you would have had about many shares. Dix over 4%. We know they didn't have a good earnings. They blame people stealing, which seems extreme to me. Very extreme, but that's what they said. That's the story, and they're sticking to it. So, yeah. So it had started to come back, and then obviously took a dive today. Relatively red day today. Yeah. So yeah, you could have made $4 a share, $5 a share, between $4 and $5 a share. Let's call it 4 to be on the conservative side. So yeah. Too bad we weren't paying attention to this. Also didn't get the gap down, but hey, it is what it is. Lyft. Not even gonna really pay attention to this because I really think this is like whatever. Has its good days and bad days. This looks like it could be possibly trending down. So anyone interested, it may be worth a good short for the time being, at least. Yeah, maybe a nice short. Would have been nicer if you had got it on Friday, but hey, it is what it is. It had a gap down. You would think it would be trying to fill this. But I don't know if it had previous gaps up. No, it's just been gapping down like crazy. So, it seemed like it had started to come back. I know Uber had got some good news. This is good news. It's making money. Yeah, last 2 earnings. It's been making money, so that's good. This doesn't seem strong, but all you can do is watch and see. If anything, it could possibly fill this gap because it had 2 good earnings in a row. So, yeah, if you like it, hey, maybe worth a try. I still consider it potpourri, but that's to each his own. if you're a swing trader, then hey. Terrible news today. Could have got out of this on Friday. Heard some bad news about it that really wasn't publicized. But it was out there if you were searching, I guess. And I knew this was gonna happen, but I didn't want to take the loss. So I could have got out at like a $250 loss. But because I didn't find out about the news until later in the day, I still could have got out with like a $5 to $550 dollar loss, $500 to $550 loss. But I didn't want to take it because I just didn't want to. And so now got worse. Had a gap, a down wick from Friday into today. And so it's just kind of we see this sliding down to our areas that were noted here. And doesn't look good. Eventually will come, but I think it's gonna get worse before it gets better. Let's put it that way. Someone got out on Friday. After I told somebody, and that was smart of this person. So yeah. So Dollar General, had a gap down on earnings. It was following Dollar Tree's play, and
That it's gonna get to 120.
it, oh, that was the daily. Jeez. So basically,
Scrunch it up. Can you scrunch it up?
yeah, went down from that one. What is this? 160 level to the 140, and now it's going to be at the $120 area. So we've already got down to multiple areas here. Next is 100, and the only good thing is that after that, it'll come up maybe for fourth quarter. And yeah, so basically that's what you're looking at.
You're gonna put a notification?
You can do it. What do you want to do it for? 100, 120, what? 120, 100 seems appropriate. I guess you probably have to do one at a time, so 120, and then 100. Yeah, if it gets to 100, it's a buy. But we have it marked. So today was a good day. Basically could have made $6, around $6, and that's that. EBC, we know we're interested at. I don't have my $10 mark. The $10 mark is what do you call it? When it opened, or I should say, it's what do they call it? Not opening, but it's public offering, initial public offering. That's when it's interest. If you wanna buy a little before, you could follow the wick and do that zone because it barely touched it the last time. So it is starting to trend up like it's gonna cross, but it had a strong wick down today, so I'm assuming it will continue that. And it did tank at the end of the day, so you can make the assumption that we got more to go, especially since the banks have been cray. We're back at 100 again. We hit it a few days ago right underneath. It started to come up. It's coming back down, so that tells you we're probably looking at a continual slide. Who knows how far? We got our next levels down here, below 90. And yeah, it just looks like another slide. So until it proves itself that it can kind of break up and at least get back to this 110 area, so 115, fill this gap, probably want to stay away, probably want to short. I did like the fact, though, that it did have a little wick, if you can see here, this baby wick up, but I don't know what that says, but it just totally tanked all day, so it really doesn't look good. It didn't even come up at the end or the post market. So yeah. Dollar Tree was negative also. Did a really big slide, so we know that that's a continuation of just going down, and it's just getting to our areas here. So we got that 110-ish area and the 100 area, so just watch out. Just if you are going to get it, buy it at the bottom, so that at least you have some chance to come up for the holiday season. You know, you can wait till it proves itself, but this is straight to the sewer. Open. This is one that we dabbled with today. Almost 2% loss. Several times we dabbled with it. If you got it here and rolled it down to here, you're good. It didn't do anything really. If you got it here, you were playing very tight ranges, a few pennies, no more than like 5 cents, which really, when you think about it, it's not worth it. But if you could get the top and bottom, okay. But here was just diddling in the middle. This is where you wanted it. We'll look at this one. Same thing. Weeko. Came up a little bit, but basically this was like, okay, not too bad. You're basically looking at $4. Came back up, but nothing to write home about. Still very strong. Still kind of diddling in the middle. We're gonna see if it's gonna build up steam here. We are going into winter. It's trending up. Just this is the second time around. It's been here the third time if you want to count this area. I don't know. It has we got here once. It went down. So I guess you can assume it would go down a little bit. It hasn't breaking through yet. You have the holiday season, but if you're gonna test the theory. You may want to see if it will come down to this 290 area, 280 area, and then come back up for maybe the big shebang and get up to the 52-week highs. That may be something to watch, Elisa. So, don't even want to look at this. Just a waste of time. Banco, it's just like whatever. Apple, it ended up, even though people were shorting this, it ended up, this is kind of like another fake, I don't want to say fake up to me, but it really seems fake to me. It's basically almost where it closed at. Yes, it's a little higher, but this thing was kind of diddling. It did go up from the start, so I guess in that respect it is positive. But if you compare it to where it was at when it closed, and it closed basically up here, not too much different. I don't know why this tanked or whatever. And the pre-market, it tanked like crazy and then came back up. So I guess if you got in here at the open, you made money. So relatively speaking, if you disregarded everything that happened in the pre and post market, post and pre-market, you could have made money going along. Not gonna look at AMD for obvious reasons. Some people were shorting this. Not sure what this is. You could have made money shorting it. I made a few dollars, not much. But I bought it afterwards. And so it started to come back up and then I got out. But it was literally just a couple dollars. I guess they're calling this a down day. I guess could have been an update for some people. So people who held it on that. So overall, this seems to be relatively strong. It's going up. We still haven't hit our 52-week highs. It's kind of just in the middle there. It went through an area here that we have marked, and that it hasn't gotten to 52-week highs. So we're assuming that it will continue to float up for the holiday season. And that's that. Coin we don't care about. We're only watching candles just so we can hit our areas. It's been sliding basically recently. Even though they call this a down day, it did pop up. Would have been a good short for people. And then we're getting close. Getting to a close buying area. And I don't know if we have another level underneath here. I don't think so. I think we staked out 40 and we called it a day. It is. We do have a little zone here. So yeah, it is in the zone now. I'd still like to get close to 40. So it got down to 40.77. If people wanted to start taking a little bites, wouldn't be against them. But, you're going to be holding this for a while anyway. So the way this moves, you may try to get the best price. Disney, it has started to come up. I'm not gonna look at Disney because we know 80 is the buy area. If you like Disney, buy it at 80 and go on and call it a day. Googly. I'm trying to remember this one. I think it is kind of like Amazon. Yes, it's getting there. Strong so far. It looks like it's getting at its area. It seems like it's gonna make it there early. But you do have $15 to go. So it's up to you if you're willing to wait. There's $1,500 available. Good earnings. Now it could come down to come back up for the next earnings, but it seems to be it consolidated here after earnings and it kept going. It didn't do like many things and start to drop to consolidate later. So this may tell you something. Either way, we know it's going to get up here. It's just, are you going to have to wait a month, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, or if it's going to turn back down? Crossing is strong, so it does look like a good possibility. And it did come up today, so I don't like when, though, you do have everything was basically down today, and then you have few tech stocks that were up. That does tell me there's something wrong with those, that you're not on the same page, you're not going down with all the rest of them. So I kind of feel that this could be a possibility to come down tomorrow, but hey, long term, this 150 is a good play if you just want to wait and make a few extra dollars. We're not going to look at Mickey D's. Macy's is tanking. It's getting down to, this is another good area for Macy's. If people are interested, buy it around now. We do have a $10 level. But that $12, I thought $12 was a good level for Macy's. Has been all over the place. So, like literally, maybe $12 isn't that good. Why did we mark at 12? I think we had to do something for Macy's, and we just went. In the recent past, it's been coming back up after this 12. Jesus. So, but it can get there. It's tanked or whatever. Yeah, it's really tanked. I don't know why. I like that 12 when everything here is showing like, and what we marked $10 looks better on it if you're interested in it.
You can say that again.
It's kind of like a meme stuff. So, doesn't look good. Assuming it will have a bump up for the holidays, but you could be into more distress. Let's just put it that way. It could slide to 10. Meta. This was relatively strong. People know what I think about Meta. I don't really like it. I like it as a short. We have the 350. Started with hit it, got to halfway there. But Um, this is another one that went against the grain when everything or most things were tanking. This went up. Could have made money going up very easily. And if you play your cards right, you could even make some money shorting. Um, but obviously the long play was easier. P-time, relatively strong. Didn't really deal with this. This kind of barcoded. It played in a range, but basically you're, you're looking at what, 20 cents, 25 cents max. Not really much to write home about in this area. Really not nothing, all 5 cents here and there. So it was just playing. It was range bound. Nothing really to talk about. It is starting to come up a little bit. It's filling this gap, and we're looking at this $7 mark as potential short. But remember, we are getting into the holidays, so it could easily bounce up. We could get back to this $10.
But look at the earnings.
We could get back to this $10. Earnings are absolutely horrible, but we're still getting into the holiday season. And with the holiday season, people, at the very least, it will get to 7. And just don't be
I agree to 7 is gonna fill the gap, just like Beyond Meaty.
shocked if
It's
it
gonna fill the
keeps
gap.
going and
It's gonna get to 7.
Okay,
Definitely.
just don't be shocked if over the next 4 to 6 months it gets to 10. I mean, 6 months it gets to 10, because we get in the holidays, we get in the New Year's resolution, people, and that's just how things go. So, shorter whenever you feel like it. Wait to 7 to do your initial batch, and then if it keeps going, then you can average in a 10. That gives you what? 8.5. That's not too bad on average. Don't care about that. We'll look at, but just because we have looked at this in the group, hard to buy. Hard to buy. Coming back down here, maybe there's 55 people, maybe a good area to buy, because we are hitting the fall, we are hitting the winter, we are hitting football, and people drink, and they will maybe have forgotten about this whole what do we want to call this,
6 minutos.
gender issue. Don't really care about Walmart. It is strong, but I'm not really looking at that. Did you want anything specific, Elise?
Can you please look at Hawaiian Electric?
Okay. So obviously we know what's going on here. I really think this will continue to go down.
Yes, your hypothesis is correct. And the reason is Diamond Dave said they're gonna be suspending the dividend, so I think it's gonna drop.
So if you can get the dips, that's good. It is hard to buy. Continue, but it is at a not get the dips, but get the pops. To me, this is kind of like a pop at this price. If you didn't get it earlier at 14, to me, this is a pop. So don't go crazy, but to me, this is a pop. So put that on the list. LE. Anything else in specific?
That's why I brought it up, because it looked like a pop to me, and I think it's a good opportunity. Plus, there's some news that they will be withholding next dividend, so that tells you all you need to know.
Okay. Do you have anything else? We know
Let me see.
that's crashing. Foot Locker's crashing and burning.
That. Um, I have a little article relating to the Dollar General stores, but I think we read it before.
What does it say basically about Dollar General?
It says dollar stores should be having a moment, why their stocks are suffering instead.
What does that mean, having a moment? I don't understand.
Well, we have to read the article.
Oh, you haven't read it? Then, how long is it?
5 minutes. We don't have enough time.
Okay. Well, maybe you can re-listen to it tonight and give me an analysis, and we'll listen to it tomorrow and talk about it.
I'll put it on the notes.
Moment. They're having a moment. To me, having a moment sounds like a good thing when I don't think they're doing anything good. So I'm not sure.
I will put it on the notes.
Okay. That's basically all I have, unless you have something else specific you're interested in. It's been a while since we reviewed, so it was good to do this. I'm just curious to know if liquidity will continue to be tight or not, and we'll just go from there. Anything else before you're out?
That's it at the moment. It was a good review. I dozed off a little bit because I was tired,
Yeah.
but it was really good. We don't have that many notas. We can double review mañana. Basically that's it.
Okay. And
I
regarding
have Hawaiian Electric on the notes and watch Home Depot.
and I'll call you about the other issue. Just see if
About
you
what?
heard news. The other issue. Plumeria. A plumeria. I'll just call you about it. Since
All right,
not
lost. Anyway, I wish you a good night, and tomorrow's gonna be a busy day.
Peace.
Good luck, mañana. Peace out.
Thank you. Hopefully I'll be feeling better. Bye.
Yes, ma'am. You will.